Whoosh! Welcome back to part 3 of What If Deku Gains the Infinity Powers. In this part, I may go over the what happened after the All for One so an overhaul. So Zuko was basically during the overhaul thing. Zuko transforms into this big buff guy. Like, he looks so sexy, hot, and he has it all. So Zuko ends up looking at himself as even Ochako, of course, Ochako saw him, and when everybody saw what he looked like, he went from being a cute little, toddler to being a bigger than All Might and Endeavor put together. Yeah. So Zuko is like, alright, now it's time for you to feel my wrath. Zuko raises his hand out. He starts using it. And, clap. Yeah. Zuko ends up using his powers, his own, because he has now gained the power of infinity, so he can create his own versions of, different quirks, turn them into his abilities. And he also evolved one more time because Infinity and Zero, when you mix those two together, you get someone that's Chaos Lord. Yeah. So basically, he is now no longer, or his full name is Chaos Lord Zuko. Yeah. He's not evil, he wants to wipe out, as he looks at All for One and tells him in a really dark tone that you should be scared of my presence. Now it's time for you to die. As he kills All for One right then and there with a blink of an eye. Everyone thinks that, oh, he's dead. And then all the villains, the high-end villains that were surrounding area, came in to try to kill Zuko, but they all end up killing them. But he ends up killing them quickly, and he can be scary. As he turns around, he looks at Ochako, walks to her like a normal. As he picks her up, and dusts her off. As he tells her that, let's go home. Ochako. And then he takes her back to her house, and she has no feeling of it. She knows that she thought Zuko was gone, but then when Zuko kissed her right on the lips and tells her that he still loves her, she could tell that he's the same Zuko because he's evolved form. He was basically the most powerful man in the entire universe, multiverse, everything. Even Nezu asks him, like, what is your plans for, because you became a Chaos Lord? And Zuko says, well, actually, I thought about that. As Nezu says, are you going to take over a world and make humans their slaves? As Zuko says, heck no. I'm not a villain. I'm not that stupid. The I like things that were where they are right now. Why would I rule over something that everybody? Heck, I would rather be a hero than being a villain. Okay, that's why you're still around, Nezu. Zuko explains that that he doesn't want anyone to who be that. So what does it was finally time, because Zuko or Ochako was parents tells her that you better get married or else he'll probably find some other girl to date or get married to. As Ochako tells them that you really want to have him to be your grandson thing, right? Yes. Alright. Okay? Because it was a surprisingly the so Ochako walks over next day. She went with him, like walks down the road or to UA, and she tells him that yes, my parents once is really pushing us to get married. She's rubbing her head. Right. And Zuko was like is okay with it. Because he wanted to like get married to her too. As he tells her that because he told her the reason why is because she is so kind heart and all that stuff. As she's like and she picks a day him like after school thing. And so that all starts. And plus, it was pretty terrifying when you think about it. Like, so he went from being a lonely person that he had only one girl fell in love with him, or that he's gonna get married to, to having a bunch of people praising him for being a successful person and all that stuff. Yeah, even like the at the least, Zuko tells, or no, actually, when at Midoriya's house, or at, yeah, Asashi told Inko, and then the Inko and Asashi told Zumi that her brother is actually Zuko Midoriya. That kid that beats All for One. And, yeah. So then so she couldn't believe that they kept her brother away from her. Because at age of 3, they knew, yeah, then all whole shenanigans things. So then Ochako and Zuko, after they, yeah, so Ochako, who went home after, like, school, told her parents that the that he said, and yeah, on both of them were getting married. So yeah. So her parents are happy to have Zuko as their future son-in-law. So yeah. And when Zuko went back, he was expecting the parents to be, like, home, but it's always the same thing. Nothing. Nothing. That always ends up going the same thing. So he's used to it. So then he laid down, he slept, and because his parents ignored him so much that he's used to it. And now then the next day, he used his powers to cook himself breakfast before he even gets up. And then he was about to leave. And yeah, Ochako knows that he has teleportation. So he can teleport himself to anywhere on planet. And Zuko teleports to the school. And then there was a whole thing, as he was expecting Ochako to be waiting. But instead, here's this green-haired girl with red eyes. He comes out and she says this, "Hey brother, what's up?" And Zuko knew who she was. Hey, sister, what's up? Long time no see. He, as she knew, it was not the Toga, or it's not Toga disguised as her. No, it was a real deal, not the fake one. So basically, Zumi is tells her, or no, Zumi tells him that the their father wants to see him after school. And he says the the same ones that made us like don't doesn't see each other ever after whole quirk thing. Yeah, obviously. And Zuko used his, so he doesn't, or he goes, or he uses it to, his teleportation to go from school to house, and or if he really wants to get some exercise, he takes Ochako home. That's the only ways to like really know. So because he, or so Zumi was like, he tells him that so after school, Zumi tells Zuko that how their parents were wrong on not giving much attention, but they still love him, but they didn't give him a how will I put this, not enough attention, like how they just ignored him. It's like that love/hate thing. So Zuko says, well, I'm gonna head back to the home, and I hope that the rest of you have fun. Okay? So he left before Zumi even got to there. As Zumi didn't realize that Zuko has stuff to do, so he went shopping. And yeah, he got some fresh clothes. He got some like some food stuff, because let me tell you something. His power, Zuko's power level, or his, because he has reality and infinity, allows him to have infinite money, so he can create money out of thin air. And yeah, he's like a money bags guy. So that's why reason why he hit Ochako's parents wants to meet Zuko. Or they already met Zuko, but Zuko was basically money bags things. So then Ochako was like, she walks home with Zuko actually. And yeah, he cleans up because actually he only had like 1 or 3 plates. Or and yeah, he was trying to clean up to make sure that there was nothing left. But with his reality and time thing, it is really hard to make a giant mess when. So yeah, and that's a frozen mice that's knocking. If you're hearing that in the background, the so now please make sure that the check the part 1 and part 2. So in now the Zuko was so tight, so he even like went to bed, or he took a nap before, because there was nothing really to do. So Zuko ends up becoming over 9,000. Like, he literally, Zuko ends up as so, like, fresh, clean, that even no one could even looks at him the same way. Like, they even, like, looked at him like, dude, you ever get messy? Nope. And because he's a Chaos Lord now, he's a he doesn't need to be all bulky, brutal, like, I'm gonna take everyone. I'm gonna take every girl that was something. Yeah, he's not that kind of person. He's more of like, hey guys, what's up? He's more relaxed than just. He even, like, if there's a problem, like Ochako tries to explain it, like how she is sad and mad at the same time, and he calms her down, um, to turn her, like, sadness as thing, and yeah, basically, Zuko ends up, um, finally meeting his parents. After all these years, he finally met his, like, sister, his father, and his mother back. So his mother and his father, of course, his father asked him, what power or what quirk do you had? Well, as he explains that the quirk doctor lied to him about him, or to them, that I had or was quirkless, but actually I had a quirk called elemental manipulation. It's similar to the fire manipulation of Yu's sister. Her, as he looks at his sister, but he controls the elements. Elements. If it's as he's as they know that he and the as he also tells them that the at just J or no at UA they had the or lucky for me they had this the expert on abilities, and I had powers of 0. As Inko Dasashi and Zumi was basically had that faith, as they could not believe that their son slash brother was had that much power in the first place. As they were like, holy crud. And yeah, Zumi didn't get that 0 power. Zuko did. And so now, time skip. So Ochako and, here, let me pause it. So, yeah, this one. So, Ochako is that. Zuko is that. Yeah, so they were getting married. And sorry. And after they got married, they had 6 kids. Yeah. Because Zuko, whose reality, like, allowed him to do certain things, and they all became Chaos Lords. Like, yeah. And because they can never age, they can never die thing. So what does he do? He makes a copy of it and gives it to Ochako. And so Ochako can never age. She never dies. She's the same thing as the rest of them. So, yeah, so they live way too long. They could be 90s or in their 90s, but they look like what they were before her. Yeah. So, and plus he actually was thinking about taking over another planet that was like, that wasn't inhabited by the alien life forms. What does he do? He goes right to Mars. And because whoever's the Chaos Lords, they have the power to, they also have rights to everything. So, yeah, and they can breathe in any atmosphere. Like, they could be breathing in outer space. They could breathe in on Mars. All that stuff. So, yeah, they had like 3 sons, 3 daughters. Yeah, scary thought. And they live on a Mars, and yeah, they go to Earth every almost like, but the government decides, hey, how about you guys, or one of the government says, how about you guys need to your own like island to like call home. So they did. Instead of living on Mars, they live in somewhere away from like salvation. But they use their powers and to build a house and all that stuff. Yeah. So, and the overhaul fight, Zuko actually did win against the overhaul fight in his monster form, and then all that stuff. So, this is a question before we go. How do you feel about me doing the custom card reviews for tomorrow? Because I was thinking about that the other day, or yesterday. I was like, you know what? I need to make some custom cards. And if you guys want me to redo the one of the what ifs, like I try my best to look for this one. But yeah. So plus one of these means I don't remember, but the and one of the here, hold on, pause. For the alien in this one, like the what if Zuko had Ben 10's aliens' powers? You guys voted for Rinko because the Rinko might be creepy, but if I had to like make some fan art, it would have been for her with Ghost Freak. Yeah, and if it was for Momo, for Momo, it would be something to do with. I was gonna use gray matter, but yeah, or upgrade, because that would be like their son and would had Momo as his powers, but it would be more upgraded version of it. Like, how will I put this? Sorry. It would be like if the like camera like he would use, it would be like the same thing as Momo, but it would be a more upgraded version of it. Like it would be takes in 4 days. Like 2D, 3D, but then there's 4D. Yeah. So if you guys want me to do a new What If series that I'm gonna do is the what if this one. I'm gonna think about doing this one because I'm kind of getting sick and tired of Zuko. So there would be a break from Zuko for one What If series. Goes next to it. Not that. So that's why if you guys want me to do the book one, because there is a on not sponsored wet whatever, or whatever. I can't spell. It's a one with a W app. Here, hold on. Give me a moment to look for that. This one. WATTPAD. Yeah, so if you guys want me to, like, make up my own version or read what someone made, let me know in the comments below of what. And I'm also taking some ideas of which ones that aren't, like, Zuko related. Because I'm going to take a break for one day from Zuko and doing, like, what if Rimuru got married to her. Probably I would make up a storyline for how she would do things. Yeah. So if you guys want me to do that, make it 40K version of it, it would be quite interesting. So, bye. Peace out, y'all.